Hello, Internet. So my friends, Chris and Amanda, and Jen and Aaron, took a trip yesterday and to Jungle Gyms, and I provided them with a challenge. I said, if you think you can find something that I can't cook with, you can bring it back. And they brought back Python, which is cheating because nobody can cook with Python. It's terrible. Pretty much this meat has everything going against it. It has no fat, it has tightly bound proteins, and it's literally got a sheet of silver skin running between the sheets of muscle. So no matter how you cook this, it's going to be tough. I think I'm going to cut off a little end and try to do like a quick cook on it, just like a quick sort of flash cook like you would squid or something, just to see how it is. But the rest of it is going to go into sausages. So I've got the grinder here. I'm going to make Python sausages. I'll talk you through that as we go. Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm not going to go too in depth on like how to use the grinder because I have a whole other video on how to use the grinder. This is mostly just for Chris and Amanda and Jen and Aaron so that they can entertain themselves watching me fail to cook with Python. So I got the top off this, and this is, you know, I don't want to say this, but this smells like a cross between fish and chicken. It smells very much like a chickeny tilapia. Was that Cora's hand in there? That's my daughter's hand. That's great. This smells, now we all know what her hand looks like. Yeah, it's somewhere in between like a tilapia and a chicken breast. And the texture is very similar. The texture is very much like fish, but it's not at all flaky. It's just, you know, it's actually quite, like I couldn't pull this apart if I wanted to. It's quite tough, even now. So, I am going to grab my other cutting board. I'm going to chop this into pieces, get it ready for the grinder. You don't need to see that. That's not that exciting. I'll come back when I'm grinding, or, you know, I'll come back when I'm grinding so that we can have some background noise to make it really hard to hear me. Right, so this is kind of what we've got here. Obviously, this is like the teeny end of the Python. The part that, this is all breast meat, right? And because they're snakes, it's all essentially one big muscle. Some super kind person has taken the pains of boning this for me. Thank you, because I didn't want to do that. So I'm just going to stack these up, and as far as I'm concerned, there's only one weapon for chopping up a python. So, oh yeah, I needed every bit of that. This is probably my sharpest knife at the moment. It's got good weight behind it. And so now we've got python strips. Whew. And this is nice and clean. It looks good. Honestly, it doesn't smell bad either. I think this is probably going to be okay. The real trick with making sausage out of this is going to be what we add as a fat, because I don't want to overpower the python flavor. But at the same time, we need fat in there. This is really dry, and it's going to make a terrible sausage all by itself. So I'm going to rack my brain here and try to come up with a relatively painless source of fat, and I think we are going to go filler on this as well. I think we're going to bread filler to add some moisture to it, maybe some milk, do this sort of in the English style, and I think that'll give us something a little bit more stable to work with, something a little bit more substantive, because this would be very, very dry on its own. So one thing I was not expecting, and you can see this over here, and you'll see it even more in a minute. First off, this stuff is tough. It is tough enough that it is literally halting my mixer motor. This is insanity. It is also, and I should have known this, very wet. So I'm going to have to disinfect a lot when I am done here. I'm going to walk through the tail end of this, and honestly, I'm going to have to kick this thing up on. Yeah, it's literally burning out my motor. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
He's still sneezing. He can't stop
tight. And this stuff is coming out like kibble, like little pebbles. Nice, nice. I like it. All right. There's a lot to unpack here, though. So.
It's Luna Girl again.
All right. Let's see what's going on in here, huh?
She's such a mean villain. Wait a second. That's a girl. Now Rubble's tools are gone.
Alright. I don't know whose YouTube channel that is in the background, but I apologize. Ooh, okay. So, well, we've got the blade in here, but honestly, this stuff is just packed in there so tight.
You're practicing soccer in the park. You're getting ready for your big soccer game against the Nighttime villains later today. Robbo's here. Maybe the kids can help Robbo stop sneezing and find his tools.
Can we get in focus here? Yeah, that meat just killed my blade. All right. We're going to do this differently. I'll be right back. Just a quick update here. The chamber of the grinder is down, and I literally cannot get the drive out.
I think there's a special tour you're playing for me. Do you have it ready?
Awesome.
Your niece is waiting for you on my plane.
I cannot even express to you how densely packed this stuff is in here. I can't.
It's time to visit Boston in nursery school.
That is amazing. All right.
Okay, puppy. Don't forget your seatbelt.
So we are going to go old school on this. I'm going to break the cleaver back out.
Let's go, Creek.
He's a saucy one.
Boston is nursery school already. I told you how fast Creek was flying.
Woo.
The nursery school is having a nap time now.
This is...
He's warm enough to make him fall asleep while we're waiting for Poppy.
Yeah, this is going to be a time.
Let's wake up now. Poppy, your favorite pizza. Wow, she looks so scary. We have...
It's come to this. I'm just going to go old school on this thing. I have squeezed a lot of the moisture out. And this is just going to get a chop with Jan cleaver, and it's going to continue getting minced. It's not going to get as fine as it would in, well, actually it's going to get substantially finer than it would in my grinder, because this will work. I feel like maybe if I had one of those old-timey grinders, like the cast iron ones with the hand crank, maybe I could have made something happen there, but I do not. So, we are just gonna mince this up as fine as possible. I'm not gonna make you watch the whole thing because it's gonna be gruesome. But I'll be back. Real quick, I'm almost done here. I just wanted to sort of show you what this looks like at the tail end. This is pretty finely minced right now. And that is the benefit to having a cleaver. I could have done this with a chef's knife and it would have taken 3 times as long, maybe 4 times as long. I'm going to get this down just a teeny little bit finer, especially toward the edges here. We're almost done. And then I will come back for, I don't know, the next step. I don't know what the next step is. I'm totally unaware of what the next step of this process is going to be. But I'll come back for it. Okay, so real quick, I think I have a plan here. In here, I've got breadcrumbs. I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a cup. I don't, whatever I had. I add to that maybe a half cup of cream, some salt, some pepper, some MSG because it's going to need it. I'm going to put the python in there, but we are still lacking a sort of discrete fat, right? And I'm thinking of ways to add non-liquid fat to this without killing the flavor that I struck upon beef suet. I thought I was out, but I have some in my freezer downstairs. Beef suet basically tastes of nothing. It's going to add fat and unctuousness to this. So basically what we're going to have when I'm done with the beef suet is fatty python.
I bet he loves to sing the Smurf song.
And now we do the rendering suet dance. Alright, suet has been rendered and cooled. It is being added into the mix. It's going to get a tossa, and then everything's going in here. I'm not going to record myself stuffing sausages because you can go watch that elsewhere. But I'm going to get this on here, stuff the sausages. We'll come back for tasting, I think. After the dancing and before this, I added just a little bit of green curry paste. I think that flavor is going to play well with the sausage. So. Alright, so at this point, I've officially given up on casing any more of this. That is as much as I am going to get in a casing. This stuff is clogging up everywhere. So, for anybody keeping track at home, it was too tough to go through the grinder. It was too tough to be cased via the sausage stuffer once it was minced fine. We're going to see how this is once we cook it up. The next step, I'm going to form the rest of this into some patties. I'm going to form this into some sausages. And we're going to do this whole thing.
My little girl.
Hello, kid. How are you? You're showing people your narwhal, aren't you?
Hello, my name is Unicorn.
All right, now we're going to cook up some sausage. So I've got some sausage in casings. I have some loose sausages. These I'm going to squash like patties and do in the pan. But I'm going to start with the casings because those require a different cooking method. So I'm going to poach them first. I am thinking that I'm going to poach them in water, apple juice, white wine, and once they are cooked through, the water should have boiled off by then, and the outsides will crisp up, and if not, I can always dump it and crisp them up. And I will cook them with those other sausages, and we'll come back when we have some cooked sausage. Real quick, I'm just cooking these up at the end. The ones I did in patties literally just fell apart. So what's going on here, I think, is there is just not enough. There's just not enough there, you know, like there really just isn't enough going on in this muscle to bind it together in any way. It just really doesn't have that same quality that like a pork or a beef would have, or even a chicken for that matter. So that's really fascinating to me. But I think it'll be delicious. Joey seems to like it. The casings worked out. They popped, as you can see on the end there. And they're still popping, so clearly this stuff plumps up a little as it cooks, which is not what I expected. We'll see how they are. Alright, so we got two things here. I have these sausages here, which, yeah, these like plump when you cook them. They definitely burst.
They're bursting?
But they don't look too bad. So I'm going to try this first, because this is the one I have the highest hopes for. So let's see how this is. Actually, that's not half bad at all. I'm going to try this loose one as well.
Like python hash.
Yeah. No, it's sausage. It's just... Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. The ground python is definitely tough, obviously. But it's so small that it doesn't matter. This is, if I'm honest...
Hi, Daddy. What you doing?
I'm eating sausage. You're going to try a bite. Here, you ready? That's your bite.
I want to do this one.
Okay, we'll do that one. All right. Just take a little scoop. Get your hair out of your mouth there. What do you think? What's that taste like?
It tastes kind of like hash browns and sausage mixed together.
It tastes kind of like hash browns and sausage mixed together. You heard it here first. I'm gonna take that camera now so we can all see what Tracy looks like eating this because I think that she really needs a bite.
No.
So I think I like these better. I braised. These were braised in like a white wine, apple juice kind of thing, and they definitely have a different flavor. You can have a taste after Mommy. Mommy's gonna take her bite first. So have at, lady.
You're waiting for me?
Oh, I'm waiting for you.
I have a soda here just in case I need to wash it down.
I don't know. Honestly, I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised.
It's my brain. My brain is in it.
Just pretend it's chicken.
Look at it. That does not look like chicken.
It kind of does.
It looks like undercooked chicken.
Well, it definitely looks like chicken
It's
to me.
fine. This is...
Honestly, it kind of tastes not too different than it smells, which is like fish and chicken. It's not a big deal.
How often do I eat fish again? Very rarely.
Why don't you try a bite?
Okay. It's good. It's fine.
Yes.
Okay. Not sponsored, not affiliated. Okay. Is it... Should I got this?
I mean,
okay. Can you cheer me on? What should I do it?
Joey ate a bite naked, and
Am I going to be brave?
I think you're fine. You're overdressed.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Down the gullet.
This is fantastic.
Oh, this is great TV here.
That's right.
Okay.
Is it cool colors?
It's terrible TV because I'm
Is
recording
it
it
safe
horizontal
to
or
eat?
vertical. It's totally safe.
Okay.
What do you taste? It's a little gamey, but not the way like a deer or a rabbit is gamey.
Okay. So this is fine. I'm just eating sausage. Okay.
I think there's a little bit of green curry paste in there, and I think that really works.
I was fine until I thought about it. Okay. So
This is just like the cricket bars.
I wouldn't even say it tastes like fish. It tastes like
No, it's like a gamey poultry kind of
kind
thing.
of chicken, sort of.
You heard it here, folks. It
But
tastes like
also,
chicken.
I know that's so lame. No, but also, like it's kind of chewy.
Oh, it's real chewy.
Well, it's not. No, it's not nearly as chewy as I thought it was going to be.
Well, that's because I ground it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this were, and I regret that I
you know
got
what?
so flabbergasted by this thing destroying my knife.
It tastes like stuffing.
Yeah.
Like
Like a
chicken
sage stuffing, yeah.
Yeah. That is really weird. But that's what I'm getting.
All right.
And it's actually
Daddy?
not bad as long as I don't think
Daddy?
about it.
Daddy?
So,
All right.
2 thumbs up.
All right.
That was one
I'm gonna close this thing out. Thank you guys. That was a challenge right there, and I'm gonna call it.
It was.
I came in third
I'm
place.
gonna do math
So-
after this.
That's good, Cora. Yeah, I didn't even I'm the only one competing, and I can't call this a gold star, but
It tastes like a savory, stuffing.
I say this
Yeah.
one's. I say this one's a gold.
yeah, you know what?
You like the mush?
I
It
say this one's a gold star.
it tastes like rice-a-roni.
Yeah.
A lot of rice-a-roni.
With like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird. It's weird.
But it was way better than I thought. Quick. It was quick. Okay.
I think we're good. Thank
So
you. Guys.
thank you guys for this challenge.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.